English.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Joe.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Yay! It's the end of the work week for many people today.
Yeah, Friday.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had the Christmas holiday, and now we are looking towards the end of the year and a new year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a time for reflection. I think this weekend I'm going to have to sit down and I don't journal often, but I do journal big things that happen so that I don't forget.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to do that this weekend.
Do some writing.
Yeah.
So are you one to make a New Year's resolution?
No.
No?
No.
No plans for the next year?
I stopped that a long time ago. Especially when I had a kid, I just didn't have... I'm just like, let me just get through the week or the day with this kid.
The goal is survive.
It's survival.
Yeah,
It is survival. you know, having New Year's resolution is a luxury for me.
Yeah, it's so true.
And how about you, Cameron?
I also used to have goals, but I don't know. Nowadays, I feel like the things I want to accomplish in life are lifestyle things.
Yes.
So a goal doesn't really work well. Like, for example, if you want to eat better, like if you want to diet or whatever, that shouldn't be like a goal because it should just be a change in your lifestyle.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Right.
And that's kind of, I guess, what I'm focused on more. So it's hard to make a goal.
That's a very interesting way of saying that because it's not really a goal. It's just making changes.
Right. Because if your goal is like to lose 10 kilograms, let's say, after you do that, what do? Do you the goal is met? Do you go back to your old way?
Right.
Okay, I did it.
Right.
I kind of felt the same way with when I ran my marathon or my half marathon.
Right.
I ran the half marathon and then I was like, well,
now what?
Do I keep running? Do I make a new goal? So I think I don't think I'm good at having a goal as much as having a lifestyle change.
Okay, very good. I agree completely. Okay, we are talking about being a voice actor.
Yes.
And did I hear you on a TV commercial? Ooh, so that is true. If you're a voice actor, you get to do all sorts of recordings. Yeah. And one is, in Korea, people say CF. Yeah. But in English, we do say commercial.
Yeah. I found this out, though. CF stands for commercial film.
Oh.
But yeah, we don't say it in
like that.
Yeah, English, yeah.
All right. So here are some expressions that we're going to cover. If you have butterflies in your stomach.
Means you're nervous.
Yeah. If you put your best foot forward.
You're going to try and do your best. You're going to try and look your best in front of other people.
That's right. And if you pay your dues.
This is when you are going to work hard and you're going to do what you need to, even though you're young or you're a rookie, you're not successful yet.
Okay, dues is spelled D-U-E-S. All right, let's go ahead and listen to our power dialogue.
Did I hear your voice on a TV commercial recently?
If you mean the tagline for the sports drink, then yes. I had butterflies in my stomach when I saw the script.
I imagine it was pretty stressful, but I know you put your best foot forward.
I did my best. But I still have a long way to go before I feel like I've paid my dues in this business.
You're pretty humble for the guy who is the voice of Vitamin Power.
Thanks.
Please join us on page 140. You can find our power dialogue there. Working as a voice actor, did I hear you on a TV commercial? Olivia says, did I hear your voice on a TV commercial recently? It's so funny how a lot of people come to me and ask me similar questions. Was that your voice at the airport elevator?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Was that your voice? Yeah, it's very common.
Yes.
John says,
if you mean the tagline for the sports drink, then yes, I had butterflies in my stomach when I saw the script.
Okay. Now, this is very kind of industry-related term. What is a tagline? T-A-G and then L-I-N-E, tagline.
So a tagline is like a slogan. It's that one little line you always say in a commercial.
Okay, so I did this a long time, like 20-some years ago. There's a channel on Style.
Yes.
So I did a commercial for that. It's like, what's your style? On style.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tagline.
Yeah, or that, like, we love to see you smile.
Mm-hmm.
Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah,
Like
that's right.
those types of things, they're a tagline.
Yes.
They're not necessarily the main slogan, but there's something you put at the end just to kind of make people remember it, right?
Right. Okay. Now, doing this had butterflies in his stomach.
Yeah.
If you have butterflies in your stomach, how are you feeling?
You're feeling very nervous.
Yeah.
And it feels like there are butterflies in your stomach. They're flapping their wings, and they're like tickling your insides.
Yeah.
Tickling your stomach and your intestines.
Right. You can have that feeling maybe on a roller coaster. You could have that feeling when you kiss someone.
Yeah.
Have butterflies. It's that sort of like weird sensation.
Yeah, it can be good or bad.
Yes.
So it can just be nervous, like you're scared.
Yes.
Or it can be like your first kiss or at your wedding.
Yes.
Where you're excited, but also still nervous.
Yes, that's right. So what does Olivia say?
I imagine it was pretty stressful, but I know you put your best foot forward.
Okay. Yeah, doing those commercials, the CF, it's like you have 20 people outside. No, actually, only about like 5.
It is true, though. You have several people checking.
We have several people. Have you ever done one?
I have not done a commercial, but one time there was like a few idols where they spoke in Korean and they wanted to dub it in English.
Oh.
And so I went in and you have to match as best you can their mouth shape with the idol. And then they would say like, oh, I don't think your voice matches their personality. And so then you'd have to do like another idol's voice.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, that's fine. But we don't like how, like, they're judging every part of your voice.
Totally.
It is so.
Oh, it's really
nerve-wracking, we would say.
It's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Okay, so you do put your best foot forward.
Yes.
And if you put your best foot forward, you're doing what?
You're trying to look as good as possible.
Yes.
To look like you're working as hard as you can. In every way you can. You want to seem like you are the person they want for this job.
Yeah. And let me just tell you, these days, the voice acting has changed a little bit. Before, it used to be really like, oh, yeah. But now they want natural. They just want you to talk like this, normal.
Yeah.
Right. And this is kind of the style these days.
Yeah, I do think, even in the U.S. as well. Like, if I think about the commercials of the past. Come on down and buy a car.
Right.
It used to be like a big, heavy announcer type of
Lights
voice,
up.
right?
Right. Okay, John says, I did my best, but I still have a long way to go before I feel like I've paid my dues in this business. Let's break this up.
Yes.
I have a long way to go.
아직 멀었다.
아직 멀었어. Yes.
아직 멀었어.
That's right.
There are many things you still have to do. Like you have a goal or you have a destination and there are many things to do before you get there.
Right.
You have a long way to go.
That's right. So it could be for a job. You still have a lot of learning to do. Maybe you want to be a singer or you want to be a musician.
Yes.
You need more practice. You have a long way to go. Now, he says he has a long way to go before I feel like I've paid my dues. So when you say, oh, I've paid my dues, what does this mean?
So the original meaning of to pay your dues is to pay the money to join a club. So usually when you're joining a club or something like that, where there's membership involved, you have membership dues.
Yes.
And you pay them monthly, yearly, and your dues are what allow you to be in that group.
Right.
However, this extra meaning that is being used here, to pay your dues means to put in the effort, gain the experience that you need to become a real member of that field.
Yes.
So John has not been a voice actor for very long. And honestly, him already getting a TV commercial job, probably a little frustrating.
Right.
Because he has not been doing it for a long time.
Sure.
And he already has gotten lucky with this TV commercial.
Yeah.
So it is the feeling of you're kind of spending that time as someone low on the hierarchy.
Right.
Just like working really hard, getting low-paying jobs, and maybe you have to do that for several years before you eventually can become successful.
Oh, absolutely. So as a voice actor myself, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I can say that I've paid my dues. I've done all the real difficult work, low-paying jobs.
Yeah, and now you don't have to do the low-paying jobs anymore.
And now I don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah,
because I've paid my dues.
If you're in a company, oftentimes you have to pay your dues.
Yes.
You don't become
팀장님,
부장님.
Yeah.
After 6 months out of college.
No.
Right?
No. You got to pay your dues.
Yeah, and entertainment jobs as well. Usually, you have to do. You and I both. We've done a lot of jobs that don't pay a lot.
Yeah.
That are really.
But it comes with the job. Yeah. You can't be picky. You got to pay your dues.
Yeah. And then you finally get enough of a resume, and you can do jobs like Power English.
Okay. So let's go ahead and listen to that dialogue one more time.
Did I hear your voice on a TV commercial recently?
If you mean the tagline for the sports drink, then yes. I had butterflies in my stomach when I saw the script.
I imagine it was pretty stressful, but I know you put your best foot forward.
I did my best, but I still have a long way to go before I feel like I've paid my dues in this business.
You're pretty humble for the guy who is the voice of Vitamin Power.
Thanks.
Please join us on pages 142 and 43. It's time for Power Note. We're going to give you some example sentences with the phrases that we just learned. To have butterflies in your stomach means that you're nervous, and it could be because you are performing or giving a presentation, or it could be because you're so excited.
Yes.
Okay. Are you excited to sing at Kate and Ryan's wedding today?
I have butterflies in my stomach. I hope I don't make any mistakes.
Yeah. I had to sing at a wedding. And then I said, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
I was and I sang a song that I really love, but singing in front of an audience especially strangers, not a good feeling.
It's awful.
I've
done it too. You're on that couple's wedding video for the rest of their relationship. It's one thing. We've sang on Evening Special before, right?
Yes.
That was so much easier than singing at a person's wedding.
Oh.
Because it's their special day.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't want to mess up their special day.
You don't want to mess it up. Oh.
Yeah.
Never doing that again.
Definitely getting butterflies in my stomach.
Oh, definitely. Alice always gets butterflies in her stomach before she plays the piano. But also, too, I think people who have a hard time with public speaking, like giving presentations or speaking even at the meeting, can be very difficult and give them butterflies in the stomach.
Yeah, even if you do it every day.
Oh.
We do Evening Special 5 days a week.
Right.
Unless there's a special reason we're doing it live, right? I still get butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah.
Both in a good way and a bad way.
Right. Every day is like a new day.
Yeah. Sometimes it's exciting. Sometimes very frightening. I have a phrase that's difficult for me to pronounce.
Sure.
I hope I can say it.
When I'm reading the Korean news, the news in Korean, it's a new day every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. So many butterflies in the stomach. Yeah.
But, of course, we do our best to put our best foot forward.
Yes.
Meaning that we are going to present the best that we can.
Yeah.
Okay? What kind of advice do you have to help me get the job?
Since this is your first interview, just put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
So this is a way of saying try your best. And you're basically saying look the best you can.
Yeah.
In the sense of look like you worked hard.
Right.
You might mess up.
Right.
But there is a difference between I worked hard and I messed up.
Yeah.
And I was lazy and I messed up.
So true.
Right?
So true.
So when you're saying this, put your best foot forward, try as hard as you can.
Right. And if you mess up, what can you do?
What can you do? You did your best.
That's right. That's the idea of putting your best foot forward. Okay. Don't expect to be perfect, but always put your best foot forward.
Yes.
I strongly, strongly believe in this because we're imperfect. We're not perfect.
Yeah.
We cannot be. But I do feel that you do have to do your best, even if you make a mistake.
Yeah. You want to look like you're really working hard.
Yeah.
Like you honestly are trying. And it wasn't like you were lazy or you forgot or you're not taking things seriously.
Right. And I feel that even on Evening Special, like people, our listeners or Power English, they know that, you can tell if they're putting their best foot forward.
Yeah, I hope that the listeners can feel it.
I hope so.
We definitely try hard to produce the best show that we can.
Absolutely. Okay, so everyone, when it comes to English, you may not be perfect. You may not sound like a native speaker, but you can just put your best foot forward. That's all you can do.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Just say what you can, the best you can.
That's right.
And, I think native English speakers appreciate that.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we're generally not as hard on people as...
Yeah, we're very understanding.
It's the same with me. I mess up in Korean all the time.
Right, but Korean
people never make fun of me.
No, they're just so happy that you can speak a little bit.
Yeah, it's the same way.
Same thing. If you pay your dues, it means to have the experience necessary to get respect. Okay? I wonder how long it will take to get promoted at this company.
I had to pay my dues in sales for 5 years before I got promoted.
Okay. So you worked 5 years and you paid your dues.
Yes.
The judge paid his dues for 20 years and finally got a seat on the Supreme Court. No one can get on the Supreme Court after a year or two. Sometimes never.
Yeah, and they usually have to work a very long time, right?
Sure.
And it's not something that you just earn just from time even. You have to put a lot of work in.
You have to pay your dues.
Yeah, so you might hear this a lot in a business setting. Nowadays, I hear a lot about like young people, they don't want to pay their dues.
Yeah.
They want a promotion after 1 year.
Yeah, they want it easy.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have a long way to go, that's our power pattern. It means you have a lot to do.
There's a lot of work left to do.
We still have a long way to go until we are a successful band.
They still have a long way to go before they are a good team.
Okay, so still needs more work.
More work.
That's right. We have a long way to go. All right, power vocab is tagline, and it's on page 144. There's a nice definition there, so do check that out.
Yes.
And make sure you stop by.
오디오 어학당.
Very good. For a very small monthly fee, you can have access to so many wonderful programs on EBS Radio and not on the radio.
Yeah, there are special secret shows.
A ton.
Yeah, that they're only on Audio Hakdang. So if you are serious about studying, serious about learning, definitely check it out.
Very good. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.